Can you relate to this situation? You try to read the sentence, and seconds later you already forget it. You read it again and again, and it just doesn't stick. You just can't focus on the content of the sentence. Well, if that's the case, then I want you to give this video your fullest attention. No scrolling to the comments, no other tabs, no checking your phone. It's just you and me. And the fact that I even have to say this is precisely the problem. Your attention span is trash. It's exactly the people that want to flick off that will need to hear this the most. I know the title sounds clickbaity, but if you listen and take action on the things I will share in this video, then I promise you that this will have a huge impact on not only your art journey, but the way you experience life in general. The habit I'm talking about is meditation. And I know you're probably thinking, what the hell is this guy even talking about? Like, what? Meditation? Isn't that some weird practice like monks do? But no, chill out, calm down, just give me a second to explain myself. Meditation has been proven to have many physical and emotional benefits that are especially relevant for artists. The first benefit is being able to focus on one thing for a longer period of time. I remember when I was first getting into art, I would often watch tutorials from Mark Brunette. He would always say that observation is the most important skill for artists, and that you should be observing the real world as well as any art you come across and try to break it down in your own mind. So whenever I would come across something similar, I would think to myself, I should probably try to observe that. I would actually start doing it, but 5 seconds later, my mind would start to wander and I would have completely irrelevant thoughts, and I just couldn't focus on observing. I could physically see what's in front of me, but my brain wouldn't actively process this information or do any analyzing. But after making meditation a consistent habit, I noticed an incredible change in how I saw things around me. Everything I saw was so much clearer and felt much more impactful. I was able to process information about the world that then helped me massively in my paintings. I even noticed this change in how I saw references. Suddenly I was able to extract way more information out of a simple reference because I was conscious of what I wanted out of it and focused on getting that information. And when you do this consistently, you start to expand your visual library and you become able to break down anything you see and recall it when necessary in your drawings. But meditation's biggest benefit, in my opinion, is that it helps you get out of your head. How often do you just have uncontrolled negative thoughts about your art or you as a person in general? And by uncontrolled, I mean that you don't actively think these thoughts, but they just automatically happen to you. Anxious thoughts, things you worry about, feelings of stress, feeling like your art just sucks. These are all things that you feel on a daily basis and they really hinder your ability to work or enjoy life in general. I used to think that this was just the way it is and that there was no other way around it. But this is not true at all. Meditation is the best way to combat these thoughts. Ever since I started meditating, I just feel like I'm in a constant state of peacefulness and happiness. It's like I've regained control over my thoughts and reactions to the outside world, and focused on what's actually important to me without having to battle my own mind all the time. I started appreciating the small things around me and being happy and grateful for my very existence. Trust me, I'm not exaggerating. Meditation is a powerful habit and has insane potential to improve your overall quality of life. Sometimes I just can't help but smile randomly, just being happy for no reason. And this is all thanks to meditation. Now, of course, meditation wasn't the only thing that changed me like this, but was definitely the biggest contributor. And if you stay consistent, it will change you. Not necessarily to the level I'm talking about, but it will definitely help you. Your brain has been conditioned throughout your life into being in a mindless state, always thinking of the future or the past. But the truth is that this is all pointless, most of the time at least. It just causes unnecessary pain, especially on the emotional side of things, and you live life on autopilot, AFK. But when you meditate, you become grounded, less distracted by the future and the past, and simply living in the moment. You become present. If you've made it this far, It means that you're intrigued by what I'm saying. So now I'll explain to you what meditation is. Simply put, it's the practice of giving your complete focus to one thing at once. A popular example is the breath. There are many different ways to meditate, but this is the way that will specifically help you with your focus and emotional well-being. Now when you try to meditate, you'll try to focus on one thing, say your breath. While you do that, you will lose focus and start having irrelevant thoughts, but you won't notice that your mind has wandered. Here's where many people fail and start beating themselves up. But there is no need to. This does not mean that you failed. Losing your focus is exactly the goal of this practice, because when you get the realization that you lost your focus, it means that you can bring it back to the thing you were originally focusing on. This will happen over and over again, and this is how you train your focus. Every time you bring back your focus back to the breath is like doing one brain push-up. There are also other ways to meditate, like doing activities where you can just turn off your brain and focus on the physical aspect of the task, like walking, hiking, or exercising. If you still don't fully understand, then don't worry. There are many resources online that will help you understand better. I personally recommend the app Medito. It's free and very easy to use, and it will explain everything you need to know. If I've done my job well at convincing you to meditate, then you should go download the app right now. There are also many psychiatrists on YouTube that explain meditation in a more sophisticated way and dive really deep into it, like Dr. K. He has a whole playlist on meditation, so go check it out. I will link it below. Making meditation a consistent habit is hard, and you should take it slowly. You will struggle at first. Your mind will try to convince you that this is all just dumb and pointless, but you shouldn't listen to it. Even if you miss a day, or a week, or even a month, as long as you don't quit, you're still on the right track, and it will become easier with time, because you will literally enjoy it at some point. Trust me, this is such a powerful practice that you need to get onto. Just make it simple for yourself. Do 1 to 2 minutes to start with, just to make this a habit, and then gradually go up. You won't be able to notice a difference in the short term, but you will in the long term. When you get to a level where you do 10 to 20 minutes of meditation daily, you will start to feel your focus become much more intense and your state of mind becomes so much more positive and peaceful. This is why I preach meditation so much. It can literally change your life, and if you're willing to put in the work, it will. I don't want you to leave this video and thinking, wow, that's cool, and then never meditating. I want you to at least think about it. I know how hard it can be to start something new, and I've been in your exact position. But the fact that you're watching this is already a step in the right direction. You should be proud. But try to get into it soon. By now, most people have already clicked off. But it is you who I wanted to reach out with this message to. So I want to say thank you for staying till here. This video isn't going to perform well. I could have made another artist study, but I feel like I have an obligation of passing on this knowledge. My life was very positively influenced by a certain person around 2 years ago, and after many hardships and progress, I feel as if it is my mission to do the same for you now. Even if it's just 10 people, even if it's just one person, I will be so happy if I could accomplish this goal. And I hope that you are different than the 99% of other people who have already clicked off. If you have any experience meditating, please share it in the comments to inspire others. And if you're new to it, then go get the Medito app and start doing it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in the comments or in my DMs on Instagram or Twitter. I'll be happy to help you. Again, I really appreciate you, and I wish you a peaceful rest of the day. Take care.